Hey everybody, how are you doing? This is Oliver Joyce from Whiskeybarrel Studios here. End of September. Wow, we are really powering along through the year. And speaking of powering along, today I just want to give you an update on Gorgon Shield, which is my in-development game I've been working on since May. And every sort of couple of weeks or so, I like to show you a progress video. And today, the progress video is all about adding in the juice. Not literally, but juice in game terms is adding in like bits of polish and little bits of, special effects and sound effects and things that just make a game feel that little bit more punchy and so on. And so over the last week or so, I've been preparing the game to get ready for the Steam demo. I was going to release it in early October, but then I realized the Steam Next Fest is on. So I want to skip all that and release it towards the end of October. So it gives me about 3 more weeks to polish the game and just get things all ready to go. But I would love to know what you think of the game so far. So without further ado, let's check out the latest gameplay from Gorgon Shield. Now, as a lot of you guys know, I've been working in Godot 4.2 to build this game, a custom build of 4.2, dev custom build, blah, blah, blah. And that is because I've got sort of Steam add-ons and so on for the game as well, which you have to use custom build for the game. I'm going to do a bunch of Godot tutorials, just a few quick tutorials in the coming weeks and so on, just for those who are interested in Godot. And if I can share a little bit of my old man wisdom with you, I will. But for now, let's get started and fire up the game. It's running full screen. Here we go. And behold, a new title screen as it loads up. What do you think of that? I love it. That was done by my artist Bokimi, who really has gone above and beyond. Same artist who did the character art for Swords and Sandals Immortals. And that title screen flashes up while the game actually loads in the background. And you see it in between the loading screens of the towers and so on now. Also new is these 3 3D buildings. There's 3 of them. 3D buildings. There is the tavern, the forge, and of course the tower. And of course, all your little wish list buttons and feedback buttons and so on have been moved into the corners just to keep things nice and clean. And that's all about the polish of the game, is just sort of just making everything feel a little bit more professional. I like these 3D buildings. I'm still working on them. I got to get the lighting a bit nicer and so on. But there'll be different times of day as well. As you come out of the tower, it'll change to nighttime and so on. It looks quite nice seeing the little smoke particles and everything, the fire particles, and the buildings light up at night. So let's press space to start. You can use the mouse. I'm using the mouse to sort of show you things, but it's generally better controlled with a keyboard or a gamepad. Press space to start. There used to be these big buttons here which would show you sort of pictures of the tavern and so on, but I find this a much cleaner look. So Tavern Forge. There will be a new building coming up as well in the coming weeks, which will be the market, and I'm going to move everything that's in the forge here into the marketplace, and I'm going to make the forge something else altogether, which I'll talk about as we go through the game a bit more. You can buy stuff. Right now we have 0 gold, so we can't afford anything. Tavern, you may have seen I've slightly changed the colors of everything. We've only got a barbarian now. We could buy a wizard at some point, but not yet. So our only option right now is to go to the tower. You are at the tower. When it's your first visit, you can't select the tower level, but in successive visits, you'll be able to select level, whichever the level 1, level 11 if you reach that, and so on and so on and so on. We can also customize our party. So right now, reach level tower level 5 to increase party size to 2. I'm going to put a picture here as well. I'm not sure what of, but that seems like it needs something cool as well. Maybe the heroes all together. Right now, I'll choose one hero, and of course, these are some other heroes you can unlock later on. Barbarian. When you have more than one character as well, you can actually select the shield position for them. But let's click ready for now. I've sped up that little walk to the tower. If it's your first time, you can play the tutorial, but we're not going to bother with the tutorial today because I know how to play, and you guys can figure it out in your own time. Let's press no and jump into the game. Now there's a loading screen, because before it would sort of have a bit of a stutter while it sort of loaded up the game. You'll notice now, first of all, that the UI buttons have moved to the top. They used to be on the side there, but now they are at the top, and I think they're much cleaner now. I much prefer it. So of course the Barbarian can just do his damage, but he's leveled up. Did you see that nice little boom particle explosion? And we have some God Rays as well, because everyone loves God Rays, right? So when you level up, it feels much like a more exciting experience. Gain 10 coins, heal faster, improve chance of avoiding damage, or gain treasure faster. You've always got 3 options that are random, and you also have the option to gain however many coins. That number goes up every level, and that always is there. So you'll always be upgrading, always be gaining, gold pretty much. So you never get completely stuck. Let's do heal faster. And now notice also that healing is green from blue, because it didn't make much sense to have it blue. I'm not sure why I went blue. I guess like healing waters, but because the health bar starts off green, I figured let's have a green health potion, or health effects, and they now have an outline and so on. Grab some treasure for us. The other big change is, notice, I'll show you next level actually. Oh, I used my berserk cooler and I shouldn't have. But notice the shield itself has a number on it that used to be on the side. Now that tells you how many seconds to go. So 12, 11, 10. And see how it's starting to turn red there, because the shield is taking damage. Watch what happens as I repair the shield. That goes back down. So at a glance now you can kind of just see the little sort of effects of time and taking damage on the shield without having to look, your eyes having to look in the corner. And that is just all about improving the polish of the game. Also new, choose a door. 2 doors appear before you, left or right. And now the doors have little icons on them. So you can see a bag of gold and some coins there on the left, and on the right you can see a map, which looks like a map to some kind of labyrinth. For now, then, and these are going to be preset. So level 4, you'll always have either the shop or you'll always have the labyrinth. For now, we're going to go to the shop. Okay, little flash there I need to fix up, but Trojan Tales. I've been fighting in battle since long before you were born. I'll teach one of you how to fight better, but it'll cost you 20 gold. So should we do this? It'll cost 20 gold. We have 32 to spend. Yeah, let's do it. After a tough training session, your melee is going stronger. So you now have +3 melee radius. So that's cool. Can appreciate that. Speaking of polish, I've got to move this thing up a little bit to make it look a bit nicer. Still a work in progress. Got a few weeks to go. All right, so he's going to be more powerful now. Okay, and we'll repair that shield a little bit. Let's use our... I'm not sure if I showed you the berserk. Nothing new about that, but when the monsters start flying out a bit faster, we're going to need that. Use our ranged skill. I've also improved the lighting in the game a little bit, so it seems darker around the edges, and the pit beneath you seems darker as well. I think it's quite cool. Hero slot unlocked. Congratulations, your maximum hero party size has increased to 2. So on the next run, we'll have 2 heroes. Alright, level 3. Attack with melee weapon faster. Increased range attack. Gain 18 coins. Up from 10. Okay, let's go attack with melee weapon faster. Because that's a useful one to have. Do a bit of quick healing. Take that guy down. Oh, skeletons appeared. Not sure if you've seen these guys, but you really want to proc your berserk. Do some extra damage to them, because they can do a bit of damage to the shield, but get some quick coins, because I haven't got that many coins. What are we on level 6? Okay, we're okay. We're a little bit of health, but I like this new cleaner look. It just feels less confusing and less cluttered. Alright, let's go Berserk, take him down. Bam. Berserk is a great skill to have. Alright, now, 2 doors appear before you. Which one will you open? Okay, I'm going to pause the video because I'm about to do choose the labyrinth door, and sometimes it bugs out. Okay, so let's pause it and then I'll come back. Okay, so we're going to try the labyrinth door, and if it bugs out, I'll try it again. We'll see. Okay, so the labyrinth door is on the left this time. Okay, it worked. This is the labyrinth. You can move your heroes left, right, up, and down. Okay, we've only got 1 hero right now, and this is absolutely a work in progress. There is no polish here. There's no juice here. But I wanted to show you guys what the labyrinth was like. So super janky at the moment. The way he moves is, I've been working it for about a day and a half, but you can see there is a top-down section to the game, and all you got to do right now is find the exit, which is right there. But you know, I can show you if you go orthographical camera. It's full on top down, like a gauntlet kind of game. And right now I don't think there's any walls in this. There's an exit, but there will be walls, and you know, the idea is that you and your party will move around and you'll fight monsters and, you know, go berserk and basically, if you've played Diablo or Gauntlet 2 or those kind of games, imagine that, and then fight through, get gold and things like that. That's super janky right now. I got to apologize for that, but go back to the dynamic camera. You've got VSync options as well if you need for faster monitors and so on. We've also got a cool CRT shader for that old school look, but we'll turn that off too. Okay, close that. Now, I'm going to go to the exit. All right, and it's a boss battle time. We actually made it all the way to the boss battle, so I'm pretty impressed with that with one barbarian. Shows you it can be done, but this guy's going to be really hard to beat. The shield's about to get destroyed, so are we. See if we get a few hits on him. Oh, yeah, bam, dead. Gone. So we got 35 gold. We actually got a bit more, but we spent a bit of it on upgrading our character. So we'll leave the tower now. Full version is coming. Here's a little call to action for those who will be playing the demo. You'll see something like this. An all-important feedback button, so you can give me feedback on a Google form, and that will make a huge difference. All right, spending gold. You've earned some gold. Take it to the forge to upgrade items for your adventure, or the tavern to recruit new heroes to aid you in the quest. Now you can see it's nighttime, which is kind of cool. So of course, after that, I would then be able to go and buy the. Now we have 2 hero slots unlocked because I've reached tower level 5, and at some point I'll be able to unlock the wizard hero and then other heroes going forward from there. As you can see, the game is starting to grow. There will be a labyrinth section, which is that gauntlet section. There'll be a side-scrolling auto battler where your heroes move forward, and then enemies come to rush you that way, and you use your skills to defeat them. There is a plan for a sort of really simple top-down Vampire Survivors arena kind of level, because, you know, every game's got to have a Vampire Survivors mode, right? And I thought that would be a really easy thing to add to this game, and a few other cool little mini games and bits and pieces. So the game is really growing fast, and one of the things that will be coming to the game is the ability to forge your shield and add runes to it that allow your shield to do self-repairing, or fire out a laser that you know, destroys enemies, or heal the party, or whatever it is. That's a work in progress. You might have noticed on the shield it had this little button saying press space for special. So that is coming to the game, and will be there before the demo, hopefully. If I get, you know, I got about three and a bit weeks time to do that. So hopefully in the demo that'll all be there. Hey, just quickly before I go, I just want to give a quick shout out to my Patreon supporters. All you guys will be getting a early version of the demo. You just send me a message and I'll send you a link to a version of the demo, basically this version right now. You can play it weeks before everyone else. And that's one of the cool things that, you know, if you're a Patreon of mine, you get that. And so if you would like to be a Patreon supporter, that would make my day. Cheers, Thargan. You take over from here. Good man. Good armor. Hey, why are you angry? You guys. But thanks, guys. You're the best. I really appreciate you. And yeah, send me an email and you will be getting a demo version of the game. That's about it for today. I hope you've enjoyed the game so far. Let me know. Like and subscribe and all that junk. Let me know what you think of the game so far, because your feedback really matters to me, and what works, what's not working. Someone suggested they'd like to be able to change the formation of the characters in the shield, which is one of those things that once you have 2, 3, and 4 characters can make a difference. So in between levels, starting from, probably I should get that in there today, you'll be able to press the spacebar quickly and assign a position to the characters in the shield if you wish. And hopefully by the time the demo comes out, there will be a more fleshed out version of the labyrinth with some monsters in place as well. So lots more to go. The plan for the game is not to release until, you know, probably not April very latest May next year, which will be a full calendar year I've been working the game, and hopefully have some other announcements soon about the game for you guys. I'm going to live with you. I really need wish lists. So if you like what you see, please, please, please wish list the game. There'll be a link below to do that, because I really need all the eyes I can get in the game, and your support hugely helps. So thank you again, my friends, and I'll show you another video soon. Next week, I'm going to do a couple of Godot tutorials for you guys as well, for those who've joined to learn a bit more about this great game engine. All right, long weekend here in Australia, and hope you enjoy your weekend. And I'll see you real soon. Bye for now.